Welcome to the Roadwatch Adopt a Road program. This program is a great way to care for the environment that supports us. We avoid ecosystem pollution and damage while ensuring our roadsides are kept presentable and safe. It's a great way to get active outdoors, connecting with nature and each other. This video is designed to ensure volunteers understand the program, roles, responsibilities and safety considerations, and must be watched and the safety handbook and information understood before completing safety induction documentation and receiving your equipment. So why participate in Roadwatch? Well, litter cleaning activities have a big impact. Data shows that highways and roadsides continue to be litter hotspots, so caring for these areas can have huge outcomes. These roadsides are often biodiversity corridors, so regular cleaning preserves our environment, caring for flora and fauna. It also reduces road safety hazards and improves the appearance of our communities. Your health and well-being can also improve, with studies showing that volunteering reduces stress and improves mental, physical and emotional well-being. Volunteers are covered by Kesab's insurance, so have roles and responsibilities, including undertaking at least 4 reported cleanup activities annually, ideally with 1 per season for trend analysis, completing activities in accordance with the Code of Conduct, utilising the provided equipment to the appropriate safety standard, and acting responsibly for your own and others' health and safety, setting a good example, reporting any hazards, risks, incidents and concerns to Kesab and the group. Volunteers can select a roadside for adoption that includes department-managed roads, and activities can only be conducted within approved sites in clear daylight hours, good weather and following all safety guidelines. Check local forecasts and drive past roadsides if possible to confirm that there are no slippery areas, obstacles or visibility issues. Use a communication plan. Let someone not involved in the activity know your whereabouts and expected return time, and ensure that operational mobile phones can be used. Ensure that you wear weather and site appropriate clothing with enclosed shoes. Check that you have a complete first aid kit, hydration, sustenance and equipment. Always erect the safety signs in the flow of oncoming traffic at both ends of your site before conducting activities. Carpool where possible and safely park vehicles in designated parking spaces. Always work on one roadside at a time in the direction of oncoming traffic. Volunteers must not impede movement through the site. No materials, tools or stockpiles are to be left on paths. The use of Kesab provided safety equipment is compulsory. Vests must be worn with a print to the outside and the front securely fastened. Appropriate protective clothing and equipment should be used for all tasks, so please contact Kesab for any replacements. In addition to PPE, it is important to dress to the conditions. Wear long pants and long sleeve shirts, sturdy shoes and gloves. Hats and sunglasses are recommended to limit UV exposure. Remember to slip, slop, slap, seek and slide. All volunteers must be mindful of relevant hygiene practices. This includes ensuring that equipment is clean and in working order, as well as potentially practicing social distancing. Group leaders must identify hazards before and during activities with a hazard identification process that promotes awareness and determines the likelihood of risk. Consider the work task and identify the simplest, safest way of completing it. Notify Kesab of any incidents which may render the work site unsafe, like fallen trees. Volunteers must not handle any dangerous goods. This may include powders and chemicals and their containers, gas canisters, sharps and syringes, suspicious packages, weapons and dead animals. Heavy or large items that cannot be safely handled are not to be moved. This includes suspected illegally dumped items. Report these to Kesab and relevant authorities as soon as practical. Be aware that you may come across things that sting, bite or cause allergic reactions. Do not approach animals, acting responsibly by giving them safe right of way. All collected litter must be safely transported and disposed of. Under no circumstances should a fire be lit to burn litter or for any other reason. Ensure cigarettes are safely extinguished and placed into landfill. Always practice responsible manual handling and minimise the risk of injury by working together to lift and move materials. When picking up objects, bend at the knees and use equipment in line with the manufacturer's instructions. Remember that the best safety gear is your mind. PPE is just one line of defence. Be careful and responsible when moving objects, especially sharps. If you are not confident in safely collecting sharps or syringes, report them and do not touch them. If you are confident and have a sharps collection tube provided by Kesab on request, follow the safety information provided and appropriate first aid. The Roadwatch website has a list of clean needle sharps collection points for needle disposal. Contact Kesab to complete an incident report. For everyone's safety, no illicit drugs or alcohol of any kind may be consumed prior to or during activities. When transporting litter, please ensure that litter bags are not full or overfilled so they remain easy to safely move. Ensure there are no items that may harm disguised in bags. All bags are sealed so that litter is contained. Once you've safely collected litter, you may have the ability to dispose of it in accordance with your local waste streams, or you can contact Kesab for arrangements. Please share your findings, tips and tricks with Kesab in reports or for the newsletter or Facebook group. Information can help others and encourage positive actions. All of your efforts make a big difference, and we hope that you enjoy being part of the program. Please now ensure that you are familiar with the program handbook and sign the safety induction documentation for final approval. Thank you and welcome to the Roadwatch family.